Discovering Emily Dickinson, Unveiling the Enigmatic Poet. Emily Dickinson was born on December 10, 1830, in Amherst, Massachusetts, marking the beginning of a life that would leave an indelible mark on American poetry. Her early years in this vibrant community set the stage for her unique voice and perspective, deeply influencing her body of work. Despite her prolific output of nearly 1,800 poems, Dickinson saw very few of her works published during her lifetime, with fewer than a dozen poems making it into print. This scarcity of published work during her lifetime adds a layer of mystery and intrigue to her literary legacy. Dickinson's poetry is immediately recognizable for its unconventional use of punctuation and capitalization. This distinctive style not only sets her apart from her contemporaries, but also contributes to the enduring fascination with her work, inviting readers and scholars alike to delve deeper into her poetic expression. Living much of her life in reclusive isolation, Dickinson rarely ventured beyond her family home in Amherst. This seclusion is often reflected in her poetry, which is imbued with introspection and a profound exploration of the human condition, themes that continue to resonate with readers. Though her formal education was brief, Dickinson's attendance at Mount Holyoke Female Seminary was a significant chapter in her life. Despite leaving after a year, her experiences there influenced her writing and thought, contributing to the depth and complexity that characterize her poetry. Emily Dickinson's poetry delves deeply into the realms of death, immortality, and nature, reflecting a profound fascination with life's ultimate questions. Her work weaves these themes into the fabric of her verse, inviting readers into her introspective world. Through her concise yet powerful language, Dickinson explores the boundaries between the temporal and the eternal, offering a unique perspective on the human condition. A lifelong correspondence with Susan Gilbert Dickinson, her close friend and sister-in-law, provided Emily with a crucial emotional and intellectual outlet. This relationship, rich in complexity and depth, allowed her to express and refine her thoughts and feelings. These letters, full of poetic language and insights, are a testament to Dickinson's unwavering passion for the written word and her capacity for deep, lasting connections. Despite her prolific output, only 10 of Dickinson's poems were published during her lifetime, all without her name. The anonymity of these publications mirrors the secluded life she led, yet it also speaks to the gender constraints of her era. This limited recognition did little to encapsulate the breadth of her talent or the depth of her exploration into the human psyche and the mysteries of life and death. Dickinson's extensive use of dashes in her poetry is a hallmark of her style, setting her apart from her contemporaries. These dashes add rhythm, pause, and emphasis, inviting readers to linger and ponder. This unconventional punctuation underscores her departure from the norms of her time, illustrating her willingness to experiment and her desire to challenge readers' perceptions. After her death, Dickinson's sister Lavinia discovered a trove of nearly 1,800 poems. This discovery led to the posthumous publication that would eventually cement Dickinson's place in American literature. Lavinia's commitment to her sister's legacy allowed the world to witness the breadth and depth of Emily Dickinson's poetic genius, which had remained largely unrecognized during her lifetime. Emily Dickinson's profound connection to nature is vividly reflected in her poetry, with a particular fondness for gardening that she nurtured throughout her life. This passion translated into the frequent use of floral imagery within her works, offering a delicate yet powerful exploration of themes ranging from growth to decay. Despite her reclusiveness, Emily Dickinson maintained a rich and extensive correspondence with several individuals, which allowed her a window to the world beyond her immediate surroundings. These letters not only served as a critical emotional outlet for Dickinson, but also provided insights into her thoughts and philosophies, enriching the depth of her poetry. Editing practices at the time of Dickinson's first publications significantly altered her work, stripping much of its originality. Early editors took liberties with her unconventional punctuation and capitalization, attempting to fit her poetry into the conventional norms of the era, thereby diluting its true essence and innovative spirit. Emily Dickinson's method of writing on unconventional materials, such as envelopes and scraps of paper, underscores her spontaneous and introspective approach to poetry. This habit reveals the deeply personal and impromptu nature of her creativity, where fleeting thoughts and profound reflections were captured on whatever medium was at hand. Dickinson's work, now celebrated as foundational in American literature, was largely unrecognized during her lifetime, her genius only truly acknowledged posthumously. Today, her poetry is revered for its bold challenges to the norms of her time, particularly the strictures of organized religion and societal expectations, marking her as a pioneering figure in literary history. Emily Dickinson's poetry frequently challenged the norms of her era, particularly the constraints imposed by organized religion. Her work demonstrates a profound questioning of traditional beliefs, offering a perspective that was both revolutionary and deeply personal. This defiance of convention not only set her apart in the literary world, but also highlighted her courage in exploring complex theological themes. Throughout her life, Dickinson never married, choosing instead a path of solitude and introspection. This choice reflects in her poetry, which is rich with themes of self-reliance, introspection, and the questioning of societal norms. Her solitary life allowed her the freedom to develop a unique voice that continues to resonate with readers today. Dickinson's profound interest in the afterlife and eternity is a recurring theme in her work. Her poems delve into the mysteries of death and what lies beyond, reflecting a deep-seated curiosity and a fearless approach to exploring the unknown. This fascination adds a layer of depth to her poetry, inviting readers to ponder alongside her. Her family's prominence in Amherst, with her father serving in the United States Congress, added another layer to Dickinson's complex identity. Despite her reclusive nature, this background suggests a woman deeply aware of the public and private spheres of her time, navigating her place within them through her poetry. Dickinson's preference for white clothing in her later years has sparked much speculation about its significance. Some interpret it as a symbol of purity or mourning, while others see it as a reflection of her desire for simplicity and withdrawal from the world. This choice, like much of her life, adds to the mystique surrounding her personality and work, inviting endless interpretation and fascination. Emily Dickinson's poetry is a reflection of her internal struggles with belief and doubt. Her nuanced exploration of these themes offers readers a glimpse into the complexities of faith and skepticism. Dickinson's honesty and vulnerability in addressing these issues make her work deeply relatable and profoundly human, not doubt. Dickinson's departure from traditional poetic forms was nothing short of revolutionary. She dared to break the conventions of her time, crafting a style that was entirely her own. This boldness in form and content has cemented her place as a trailblazer in the literary world, inspiring generations of poets to explore new avenues of expression. Throughout her life, Emily Dickinson faced a number of health challenges that contributed to her reclusive lifestyle. These personal struggles are woven into her poetry, providing a backdrop for her contemplations on life, death, and the unseen forces that shape our existence. Her work serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Dickinson's poetry is characterized by a unique blend of humor and seriousness, a testament to her ability to capture the full range of human experience. Her skillful juxtaposition of these elements invites readers to find joy and profundity in the mundane, highlighting her exceptional talent as a poet. The influence of Emily Dickinson on modern poetry cannot be overstated. Her inventive style and unique voice have left an indelible mark on the literary landscape, inspiring countless poets and writers to follow in her footsteps. Dickinson's legacy is a testament to the power of individuality and the enduring appeal of innovative, heartfelt expression. Emily Dickinson's keen interest in the natural world is evident throughout her poetry, where she meticulously observes and describes the flora and fauna around her. Her detailed depictions serve not only as a backdrop for her verses, but also as metaphors for deeper themes such as life, death, and transcendence. This connection to nature underscores her work, providing a universal canvas for her exploration of existential questions. Dickinson's legacy in literature is distinguished by her unique voice and inventive style. Unlike her contemporaries, she dared to experiment with unconventional punctuation, capitalization, and poetic form, setting her apart as a pioneering figure in American poetry. Her distinct approach to writing, characterized by brevity and depth, has cemented her status as a foundational figure in the literary world, influencing generations of poets and writers. The Emily Dickinson Museum in Amherst serves as a testament to her life and work, inviting visitors to delve into the world of this reclusive poet. By preserving her family home, the museum offers a glimpse into the environment that shaped her thoughts and writings. Through its exhibitions and programs, the museum celebrates Dickinson's contributions to literature and provides educational opportunities for those seeking to understand her better. In her writing process, Dickinson compiled small bundles of poems known as fascicles. This method of organization reveals a meticulous side to the poet, suggesting an intentional approach to her work despite its seemingly spontaneous nature. The fascicles, carefully bound by the poet herself, offer insights into her thematic concerns and compositional strategies, presenting a more intimate look at her creative process. Dickinson's exploration of identity and the self in her poetry reflects a profound engagement with the internal world. Her verses navigate the complexities of selfhood, often questioning the nature of existence and the individual's place within the broader universe. Through her introspective inquiry, Dickinson's work resonates with readers, encouraging them to ponder their own understanding of identity and purpose. Emily Dickinson's literary contributions were largely overlooked during her lifetime, a time when the literary world was dominated by male voices. This under-recognition is attributed to the unconventional nature of her work, which did not fit neatly into the poetic norms of her era. Her seclusion from the broader literary community further compounded this invisibility, making her a virtually unknown figure to her contemporaries in the literary world. Her poetry is celebrated for its brevity and profound depth, characteristics that set her apart from her peers. Dickinson's mastery in distilling complex emotions and ideas into concise, impactful verses has come to define her legacy. This economy of language, coupled with her exploration of themes such as identity, mortality, and nature, showcases her unparalleled skill in capturing the human experience. Dickinson's acquaintance with other literary figures was limited, and she remained an enigmatic figure to most. Her isolation was not just physical but also professional, as she chose not to engage with the literary establishment of her time. This distance allowed her to develop a unique voice, uninfluenced by the prevailing literary trends, but also contributed to her lack of recognition during her lifetime. Her innovative use of slant rhyme and irregular meter broke from the traditional poetic forms, further establishing her as a pioneer in American literature. These stylistic choices were not merely aesthetic, but served to underscore the emotional and philosophical depth of her work. However, this departure from convention was one of the reasons her poetry was not widely published until after her death. The posthumous publication of Dickinson's poetry in a heavily edited form initially obscured her true genius. It wasn't until Thomas H. Johnson's 1955 comprehensive edition that her original style and unaltered voice were finally brought to light. This publication marked the beginning of a new era of appreciation for Dickinson, highlighting her as a seminal figure in American poetry and confirming her status as a literary innovator. Emily Dickinson is celebrated for her ability to address profound and intricate subjects with remarkable power and directness. Her exploration of themes such as life, death, and the human spirit has cemented her status as a pivotal figure in American literature. Dickinson's succinct yet potent use of language allows her to dissect complex ideas with clarity and depth, making her work a subject of fascination and reverence. Her poetry is not just an art form, but a means of investigating the very essence of life and death. Through her unique perspective, Dickinson invites her readers into a contemplative space where these eternal mysteries are pondered. This contemplative quality ensures her poetry is not only relevant but continues to resonate with readers across generations, sparking discussions and analyses. Despite the centuries that have passed since her time, Emily Dickinson's poetry remains a cornerstone of literary study. Her works are dissected in classrooms, discussed by scholars, and cherished by poetry lovers, demonstrating the timeless appeal of her insights into the human condition. The enduring relevance of her poetry speaks volumes about her genius and the universal nature of her themes. The reclusive nature of Emily Dickinson's life has only added to the intrigue surrounding her work. Her choice to withdraw from the broader world has led many to speculate about the influences on her poetry and the depths of her introspection. This mystique enhances the allure of her work, inviting readers to explore the rich inner life that fueled her creativity. In conclusion, Emily Dickinson's legacy is a testament to the enduring power of her poetry. Her ability to engage with complex subjects through concise yet profound language has made her an enduring figure in literature. The mystique of her reclusive lifestyle continues to captivate the imagination, ensuring her place in the pantheon of great American poets.